one of the concepts that I want to invite you to look upon is in the very beginning of time. We all know the story of Adam and Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've heard of Lilith, right? Okay. So let's just think about Adam and Eve. And let's say that Adam and Eve were part of the universal consciousness, meaning that they were not physical beings. Okay? And let's just say, or imagine, if you will, what would happen if a universal consciousness took a bite out of something that they perceived to be forbidden, an apple.
Okay.
So you have two universal consciousness here. One does something that one perceives to be wrong, brings them into judgment, brings them into fear, where before they were total love, compassion for all, including themselves. And now they're into judgment, and now they're starting to see themselves as human beings and not pure consciousness anymore, not part of the universal consciousness, but they're starting to see themselves as human beings. Can you imagine that? But all of that was divinely planned. For how could, if they continue to exist in the consciousness of the universe, how could they become physical beings? The higher power. And what if one of these conscious beings, when they became physical, were angry about becoming physical and blamed the other one? Would that be truth? No, it wouldn't be truth. Because it was a divinely created experience that the two agreed to share. So how can you blame someone for something that you both created and agreed to? And yet, that continues to this day.
So the apple represents judgment and blaming.
It represents the cause of it. So when you see things from a whole perspective, it changes your perspective. And that's what we're moving into. That's the new energy. So it's not just about changing you and inviting you to see yourselves as masculine and feminine energy. It's inviting you to see yourself as a universal being and sharing in something that you've co-created as a whole. powerful. Very, very powerful. And I hope that you can see how powerful you are.
How powerful are we?
Powerful enough that you created a whole story around the story of Adam and Eve and have continued to carry it forth. That's how powerful you are.
And what does the snake represent? The snake in the story.
The snake represents the physical feminine energy coming up. The apple is the masculine energy. Everything that you encounter is masculine and feminine energy.
Mm.
Everything.